guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to compare the Urban Decay Perversion, and this is the new waterproof liner, compared to the Rimmel, and this is the Black Noir waterproof micro eyeliner, and they're literally both exactly the same, just obviously way different prices. So I wanted to try them out and see which one is better, see how they kind of compare. So I think it'll be cool to try the drugstore version and the higher end version and see how they play out, see what the differences are. So let's get to it. They did both send these to me. The waterproof Perversion, I feel like I'm always saying that wrong. Like, I feel like I'm saying pervert a little bit. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is on Ulta's website. It came on their website yesterday to be able to buy, and I believe it hits Ulta stores sometime at the end of the month. I'll leave it down below for you guys. So first up, I'm gonna start with the Rimmel because I love trying a drugstore brand, and honestly, Rimmel, I used to use it all the time when I was poor, back in college when I had to, you know, pay rent and pay a bunch of bills, being a waitress. Opening it up has a nice fine tip, and these marker liners are my favorite. I feel like they're the easiest to do winged liner with, just because I feel like I have more control of it, almost like you're writing. I know some people don't like them. It's my favorite, so that's why I kind of chose these two. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a wing cat eye. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to just do a little bit of a wing and see how it goes on. So putting it on, I literally just laid it flat because I wanted to see how much came out, and I noticed a lot came out on the tip, which is awesome. Looking at it too, it's really, really black, and I'm noticing it's drying matte, which is nice. And a lot of times I've noticed with cheaper types of liner, they will look black, but then they'll dry kind of like dark blue or like kind of have a grayish tint. So this is kind of nice that it's really, really black. It's true to black. I love the fact too that I'm barely touching my skin and product is going right on my skin. So that's awesome. And I'm really enjoying the tip too. I feel like it fits into my lash line really, really nicely. So I really like that this tip's nice and short. I love the fact that I'm barely touching right on that inner corner, and it's doing exactly what I want. It's putting a little bit of a stroke there. I'm not really doing it. It's kind of doing it for me, so that's awesome. I'm literally just tapping that inside, and you can see that it's just putting a little bit of a dot there, which is nice because in here can get really, really messy if you like try to make a lot of movements, and then it can also end up in here, which will make you look like you got eye boogers. So this one has a little bit probably longer of a tip. You could see I barely touched my skin. It came right off. Doing the same thing, I'm just gonna lay it down. Definitely notice this is a little bit more, not watery, but it definitely slides more than this side. Also a little bit harder for me to control because it is longer of a tip. This isn't as black as the Rimmel is. I'm gonna give it a second to dry and see if I still feel that way. A lot of product definitely comes out with this. With the formula, like I said, is a little bit more water consistency. I'm not saying that it has water in it, it just, that's what it reminds me of. So I feel like it slides around a little bit more, so I definitely have to take my time way more with this side. All in all, I would have to say that the Rimmel definitely won for me. I noticed it was a lot easier to use. The point, like I said, the felt tip was a lot shorter. It was easier to get in my inner corners. The Urban Decay one had me a little bit shook because the point was a little bit longer, so I really had to focus because I didn't have as much control with it. And with the texture and formula feeling a little bit watery and slippery, I was a little bit nervous, so I didn't want to barely touch my skin with it because the tiniest movement could definitely throw you off because of just the way the formula is. It's just very easy to kind of slide. So I definitely liked the Urban Decay formula for more out here in the outer wing part. I didn't love it for the inside wing part. I felt like it was just super hard to work with, and I noticed too, because of the formula being a little bit more of that water type consistency, I noticed because it didn't dry immediately and as quickly as the Rimmel dried, that it kind of got down into that duct right here that kind of gives you like that eye booger appearance. So definitely be careful with that. I noticed the Rimmel definitely dries really fast, and this one dries a little slower. So it's kind of easier to, if you have hooded eyes, if you kind of look up and it's not dry yet, you're going to transfer it. So that's one thing I did notice. So with hooded eyes, I would definitely recommend the Rimmel because it dries insanely fast. So yeah, that's basically my review of these two. I definitely would have to say the Rimmel won for me just because of the drying, that I only had to use one layer of it to make it its truest black, and I really liked the tip felt marker end of it, and the price is right. So that is my review. I hope you guys like these kind of videos, and I'll see you soon.